guys, and welcome to rural Norway. I'm about 2 hours northeast of Oslo in the middle of the woods. Norway is world known for its gorgeous nature on the west coast. The mountains, the fjords, the glaciers, and the islands. But here in eastern Norway, the nature is very different. It's mostly woodland and flat with lakes. But the nature here is very similar to the nature in Sweden. We're very close to the border, and Sweden also has a lot of this type of nature. Woods, flat landscape, and lakes. And that's really where the inspiration for this car and modern Volvo products comes from, is that type of Scandinavian design, because the nature is still beautiful but very simple. The same as this interior is very simple compared to the Germans, but is so elegant, is so beautiful with natural colors and natural materials. And it's really apparent and really easy to see the inspiration sitting here in the woods in this car, because the color of this Nappa leather just blends with the nature around here. The wood in this interior looks like the wood on the trees right outside here. It's so beautiful, it just blends perfectly with the nature around here. I'm just gonna get it out there right away. In my opinion, this car is better than the competition from Germany. The E-Class, the A6, and the 5 Series. This car is on par with those cars in ride, handling, and refinement. Ease of use, this car is above. The simplicity of the senses, the simplicity of the controls, especially things like radar cruise control and things like that. This car is better than the Germans. Exterior styling, hands down, the most gorgeous car in the class, the Volvo S90. And in fact, in my opinion, this is one of the most beautiful cars in production to date. But in an area where this car really excels and really hits it out of the ballpark is the interior design, but especially the interior quality. I know design is subjective inside and out, but objectively, this interior is just better than the Germans. It feels better, the materials are better, there's less hard plastics, less hollow points and hollow plastics, and more wood, more leather, and more real metals. The feel of the door, the controls, the door handle, everything just feels more solid, better screwed together, and more premium than the Germans. So combining all of that, ride handling, refinement, exterior styling, interior quality, and ease of use, this car is just better than the Germans. You might disagree, but if you do, please go out and drive these cars back to back, and if you don't come to the same conclusion, please let me know why in the comments down below. But I know a lot of people who have driven all of these cars do agree that this car is best in class. So purely objectively, this car is better than the Germans. As I talked about, it's as good as the Germans on the important stuff, but on things like interior quality, it is better than the Germans. And Volvo is a luxury brand that's really on the roll nowadays. First with the XC90, and when I got my XC90 last year, I drove it back to back with the X5, the Q7, and the Mercedes GLE, and in the end it stood between the XC90 and the X5, and I chose the XC90 because it had a nicer interior, the quality was better, and it's just something special compared to the Germans. And the same with this car, because the A6 is a great car. I love the Audi A6, but it's boring. The BMW 5 Series, well, I haven't driven that car yet, but I'm not a fan of the exterior styling, I'm not a fan of the interior, and I'm a BMW guy. I've had several 5 Series. I loved BMWs, but I think they've lost some of their core value, and I've now shifted more towards Mercedes-Benz because I think also Mercedes-Benz is on a roll, but Volvo is also on a roll and taking a different direction than the Germans, and I really like that. So if any of you guys are shopping for a car in this class, you owe it to yourselves to test drive this Volvo S90, because it really is that great. It's a superb car. So guys, hope you liked this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up down below, and for more car content, please subscribe. See you guys later, and goodbye.